You're right.
If we can find a reasonable soldier or an Imaeon of this era, perhaps they will tell us what has happened here. Let's go. We don't have much time. Wait, isn't that the shoddy artifact that wouldn't even start? So is it working now?
The main path is blocked.
In moments like this,
There are still people over there.
I don't expect to find any living people we can reason with, but let's go check it out anyway.
飽きてきたな。ちょっとしたトラブルがあったようだけど。
Please lower your weapons. We mean no harm.
Who are you?
We are Imaeons.
My name is Farhad. I can't see you well. I thought you were monsters too. Thank you so much. I didn't expect your help, especially after His Majesty gave that order.
His Majesty? Are you talking about Emperor Darius?
Of course. Were you not there when His Majesty gave the order? His Majesty ordered the Immortal Army to take over the Tower of Babel and the Library of Babel. How long ago was that? 1 year? Or 2 years? I can't remember clearly. This is not a library. It's an endless nightmare. Ever since I got here, I've been praying for the gods to wake me up from this living hell.
Take over? You barged into the library? No wonder. It's actually impressive that you've held on for so long without any preparation. Why did your Emperor send you here to die?
Our mission is to uncover the truth about the god of the sun in Memphis. His Majesty has given the Imaeon years, and yet there have been no results. Personally, I don't have anything against you. We're puzzled too. It's hard to understand why His Majesty, who's always been a profound thinker, would have Imaeon. I know it may sound brazen, especially after we barged into your tower. But I'm asking you to take me back to His Majesty. The Immortal Army shall never fail His Majesty.
What a coincidence. We're actually searching for your Emperor as well. How about you join us? With you on our side, he might be more open to hearing us out, don't you think? So, what does your Emperor want to uncover about the God of the Sun?
Even though the Emperor's brilliance can rival the sun itself, he can't accept that all things eventually come to an end. Rumor has it that the god of the sun of Memphis is immortal. Therefore, His Majesty wishes to unravel the secret to immortality, hoping to find methods that will grant him immortality.
In this vast library, there must be a scroll or something that holds the key to harnessing the power of the God of the Sun. His Majesty's goal is to conquer distant stars. And we, the immortal army, must find that divine scroll.
こっからマジだよ。
Those who betrayed His Majesty shall remain silent forever.
Hey, are you alright?
No. His mental state has irreversibly deteriorated.
I apologize, esteemed Emeons. I wasn't myself.
Sit down and take a break. You don't have to put up a strong front here, because there's no Emperor who requires your worship.
I appreciate your kindness, but I don't deserve forgiveness. I made a solemn vow to His Majesty that I would never stop my journey until his realm reached the ends of the world. Yet here I am, empty-handed, a disgrace to His Majesty's glory. I feel ashamed to admit that I've known for a while that my time would come soon. But His Majesty once said he would share his dreams and glory with us. I want to return to His Majesty's throne before drawing my last breath. Please, don't let my journey end here. Thank you for your generosity. Although I can't see your face now, I'll always remember your kindness.
Well, I have nothing to say to a blind loyalist like him. Take good care of him.
This place feels familiar. The device in the center should be able to take us down below. The correct switch is hidden under the tome that glorifies His Majesty. If you actually exist, why did you stay silent when His Majesty asked his questions? that shape. It's His Majesty's throne. Thank you for bringing me here. His Majesty is just ahead.
ちょっとしたトラブルがあったようだけど。
That's Farhad, a member of the scout squad. Maybe he's found something. Hurry! Bring him before His Majesty. Why are you looking so exhausted, General Farhad? What happened to you? What did you do to him?
Behave yourselves. If it weren't for these Emeons, I would have died long ago on the nameless land. I'll inform His Majesty of your achievements, Emeon. Soon, you'll see that Farhad always keeps his promises. And His Majesty is a generous and benevolent ruler.
Let us assist you.
Stand back. No need. I've witnessed the distant and boundless lands with His Majesty when you were just babies. If I need help with even a few steps, how am I supposed to follow His Majesty to the ends of the stars? What is happening? Why can't I move on? I'm so ashamed to request that Your Majesty descend from your throne. Your Majesty, please!
You're in no position to tell me how to punish my soldiers, outsider. Those who have failed me are no different from deserters, and this is what happens to deserters. Pythagoras, are they your companions?
No, Your Majesty. Although their clothes resemble mine, I've never seen them before.
We're not Emeons from this world. We come from the future, 2,500 years from now.
A funny joke. Unfortunately, it comes at an inopportune moment. Those who dare to mock me must be punished.
Please, wait, Your Majesty. The wonders of the Library of Babel surpass the wildest imagination of mortals. Here, it is possible to encounter someone from a past or future era. For the sake of your lives, strangers, if you too are Emeons like me, show your proof.
This is a fragment from your crown.
Indeed it is. Where did you get this weathered fragment from?
From 2,500 years in the future. By then, it had become an antique.
Interesting. Let's assume what you said is true. Answer me this. Who rules over Obed 2,500 years from now?
I can't answer your question because Obed has no need for a ruler that far in the future.
I see. You can't provide me what I desire either. Lead the way forward, Pythagoras. As for these useless freeloaders, get rid of them, my soldiers.
Aaron.
Your Majesty, please forgive our rudeness.
You know your manners, but your courtesy comes too late.
It's true that Obed won't need a ruler in the future, because by that time, Obed will be insignificant compared to your vast empire. We don't need anyone specifically to rule over it. The fragment you just saw is a gift you gave us yourself.
You mean you've seen me 2,500 years later? Do I still rule over my vast empire?
Yeah, of course.
How did I survive until then in the future? Tell me, now!
Gladly, but we want something in return.
Even those who call themselves the mouthpieces of the gods are nothing more than mere mortals after all. Your wish is granted. All the wealth in my treasury and all the provinces in my domain are yours for the taking.
We don't want wealth or fiefdoms. We just want to know what you know about the god of the sun.
How interesting. That's the very same question I've been asking you, Emeons, for years. But why is an Emeon from the future asking me this question instead?
You seek the secrets of the god of the sun because you're eager to know the secret to immortality, right? We discovered its mysteries once. However, over the long years since then, many details of our research have been lost. That's why we're coming back from the future, to get the missing pieces. You've been to Delphi during your expedition, and I believe you've heard the stories about Oedipus that go around there. In the loop made by time, the result and the cause will become one. You'll need to tell us everything you know about the god of the sun, so that we'll be able to get you the full answer. That's the only way we can help you survive the next 2,500 years. In the distant future, you gifted us the token so that we could return here to figure out the truth about immortality.
Nothing but lies. Myths are for ignorant children. Do you think I'm as gullible as a child? I've found ludicrous loopholes in your words. Since the me in the future already knows the secret to immortality, why didn't that me ask you to tell me the secrets directly? Immortal Army! Those who deceive me will pay with their lives.
Of course, you can just kill us, Your Majesty. But at the moment we're killed, the casual loop in the timeline will be severed. If you don't learn the secret to immortality now, you, your empire, and all the feats you will achieve in the future will simply go up in smoke.
Are you threatening me, Emeon?
No. As a scholar, I'm simply telling you what might happen because of your actions. Whether to trust us or kill us on the spot, the choice is up to you. I'm sure you already have an answer in your mind.
Well, indeed. A nasty tone unique to Emeon. Lay down your weapons. For now. Listen well. I sent my people to collect many ancient documents and summon many scholars while I was in Memphis. But the destruction of the Ketaton was so complete that very little information survived. Despite my efforts, I only figured out one piece of information from the ancient records. The language of the gods is a palindrome.
The language of the gods is a palindrome? What does that mean?
Legend has it that Akhenaten deciphered the language of the gods and thus learned how to harness the sun. The language consists of a huge number of palindromic words. While they are written exactly the same forwards and backwards, they cause the god of the sun to perform very different behaviors. That's all I know. I didn't have access to the vocabulary. As soon as I returned to Obed, I shared this discovery with your companions, the Amazons of this era. But unfortunately, it didn't help them with the task I assigned them. Now it's your turn. Tell me, have you figured out the secret to immortality?
Ari.
Huh? What are you talking about? The secret to immortality? It does not exist! What are you waiting for, Director? We've got the information. Now it's time to make a run for it.
How dare you? Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
Your Majesty, please calm down. Your Majesty.
I am Darius, the great king of Obed, the king of all kings! I shall bestow grace upon the faithful and punish the disloyal! Heed my command, my immortal army! Hunt down those Amazons! From this place to the end of the world! From this moment until the end of their lives, or yours!
We have ventured too far, Your Majesty. If we continue, we may not be able to return. The paths ahead, not even the Emians have explored them.
Amazons! Always those babbling Amazons. Why would I, the king of all kings, need someone else to pioneer my new territories? Wherever I go, it is my domain. And whatever I say, my words shall shine like the sun. From this day on, cease all support of those Amazons. We don't need those false mouthpieces of the gods.
But, Your Majesty, what about Pythagoras?
I won't repeat myself.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are... Wait! Please, spare us! I beg you!
Take away their supplies, spare the strong, and destroy the old and the weak. What is happening? Why do you defy my orders? Have you forgotten what happened when we crossed the Memphis desert? If we hadn't plundered the caravan, it wouldn't have been us celebrating under the magnificent waterfalls of the Memphis River. Carry on. We have a long path ahead, and we must not stumble here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let's station ourselves here today. Looks like we're running low on food. Soldiers, kill my horse. What's the meaning of this? Why the hesitation? Have you forgotten what happened when we attacked Delphi the first time? And that time I slaughtered my horse so that we could cross frigid Mount Medicus? This is no different. Come. I shall share the horse's flesh with all of you once more. My warriors. My warriors? Halt here. We need a break once in a while. I grant you a brief reprieve. These books on the shelves are unlike any I've seen before. No matter. One day I will conquer their lands. Remember what I said, Fahad. I shall share my glory and dreams with you. Armor me, Fahad, my most loyal friend. Let's embark on our odyssey. Our expedition must not stop here. Fahad, if you choose not to accompany me on this quest, it's all right. I permit you to turn back and return home. It is a king's duty to forge ahead. As my subject, your duty is to spread news of my accomplishments throughout the world. Go back, Fahad. Whether in life or... Fahad. One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky.
Probability fears time.
This is Sarvis's era.
Something seems to be on your mind. That I've really got something to say look on your face is pretty rare.
I think I've figured out why we've been entangled with Darius. Now I'm certain that the giant we encountered when we first entered the library and the one we saw during our second meeting with Sarvis are one and the same, Sia. It is Darius. This library is alive and has its own wisdom. That's what Elish, the first director of the library, once said. Therefore, visitors should stay quiet, humble, and cautious within the library. It is not recommended to speak, write, or daydream, for words and ideas carry power. The library is an anomaly, after all. It may give incredible responses to obsessive thoughts.
Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
We deceived a man of extraordinary strength, of willpower. Obsessive ideas may stir up billowing waves in this ocean of thoughts.
So, you're saying that the library distorted Darius, turning him into the giant that has been chasing us around? If that's the case, it explains why he hated our guts so much. After all, we shattered his world with that devastating lie. Hold on a sec. So, we lied to Darius, and after he, according to our time machine, you met the giant before you met me. Thanks to him, our time machine met the future me and heard the prophecy. And that's how we started this totally messed up journey, right? How ironic.
We went to Darius because we had already met him. Cause and effect become one in the Library of Babel. It's a loop.
Why are you giving me that look?
No, it's nothing. Just don't leave my sight without my permission, Ari.
What are you talking about? That's a weird thing to say. Quit using that tone with me. Shut up. Hey, what's with that look on your face? Stop it. It's making me sick. I'm not going to follow this so-called prophecy. But with the current situation, we have to continue this loop. Remember, the fate of two eras rests on our shoulders. Next, if our time machine gets things right, we should be at a point between our two encounters with Sarvis. We must inform him about the divine words at this point. Since someone in this era activated a 10, the divine words must exist in this era. If he can find the person who activated a 10, he'll naturally get the command to stop it. If everything goes smoothly, we'll put a stop to a 10. No, the Star of Ephrathah, before it burns everything in this era to ashes. Try saying that again.
Someone's coming. Those are Japheth soldiers.
Looks like they're in a tough spot, too.
I never expected someone to come to my rescue. Wait, you're the Emians who escaped from Lord Sarvis before.
So what if we are? Are you planning to capture us and hand us over to your general?
No, we Japhethians are anything but ungrateful. Anyway, it's good to see you. We've been searching for you. That's not the case, Emian. Lord Sarvis has encountered an extraordinary problem, and he says only Emians can solve it.
As I thought. Then what are we waiting for? Lead the way.
I'm sorry, but when we entered this infinite library again, we got separated from our general. I have no clue where he could be now. The path ahead takes us back to where we came from. Let's head in that direction.
Aren't you coming with us?
As you can see, my squad has been decimated. With all the dangers lurking here, we shouldn't burden you with protecting us. Please, hurry to the general as soon as possible.
Let's go.
Hey, 面白いやつ。
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep. That is the wrong way.
The unknown sector has changed, so the rules we know might not apply anymore.
This hellhole is truly unpredictable. We need to figure out new rules before finding a way out.
The one surrounded up ahead is Sarvis.
Let's wait until he's worn out, and then we'll have the perfect chance to strike. Hey, why are you giving me that look? All right, fine. We'll rescue him.
Oh, it's you. Thank you for your help, Emeon. I apologize for my rudeness earlier, and I would like to do my best to clear up the misunderstanding I caused. But I'm afraid we don't have time for that now. Allow me to get straight to the point. Do you happen to know how to deactivate the God of the Sun?
Did someone activate that sphere?
I'm afraid so. According to our plan, we delivered it to the Philistine Sea to get it loaded on a ship and then transfer it to Javriel. However, it passed through one of our vassal states on its way back. It was only afterward that we learned that quite a few servants in Herod's kingdom had been exiled from Memphis, and some of them had even served as priests in Memphis. They knew a number of secrets that had been passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Not even Lord Thurinus or Emperor Darius had learned about them when they conquered Memphis. Those Memphians stirred up Herod's greed, making him believe that he could awaken the god of the sun like the ancient pharaoh Akhenaten did, and thus be elevated to the status of a god.
How ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Truth is, the Memphian slaves hate. They didn't think about the catastrophic consequences it would bring. Unfortunately, Herod killed all those slaves once he obtained the divine words, so nobody else could ascend to the divine throne like him. By the time we arrived, the copper sphere was already levitating and burning over Herod's capital city, Ephrathah. We apprehended Herod before the city was razed to the ground. However, he only knows how to activate the sphere, and he didn't ask for the command to deactivate it. Now, with the death of the last Memphian priests, the secrets are lost forever. If that copper sphere continues to burn... Fortunately, I had met you in the Library of Babel. I remembered you had mentioned that the copper sphere could be deactivated. So, we rushed back here to seek your help. Such is the situation. If you know how to stop this world from ending up in flames, I'm willing to offer whatever I can in return.
Hey, hold on. You've told him already?
The language of the gods is a palindrome. I understand. That'll do. Write the palindrome words in both directions, and the quill will go back to where it started. In other words, the command to activate the sphere is also the command to deactivate it. We just need to repeat the same word Herod used, and it will revert to its previous state. I can't believe this answer is so straightforward. I must return to Ephrathah immediately. But the thing is, we've lost a significant number of soldiers since entering the Library of Babel. I'm sorry, Hemeon, but I need your assistance once again. Could you escort me out of here?
Our strength isn't enough to break through this gate.
This gate is heavy. Please stand back.
Thank goodness we didn't fight him earlier.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because of the noise. What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing.
I think I've been here before. The path on the right leads back to where I came from.
Jeez, not another one of those annoying stone.
Don't worry. My strength should be enough to break through it. However, I've just exerted a lot of energy. Give me a moment to catch my breath.
Fine. Take a step back, Sia.
They started following us before I even noticed. What a bunch of eyesores. The door's been breached. Let's follow him and not waste time dealing with those creatures.
Finally. Thank you for escorting me here.
Hey, Mr. General. Although we didn't request payment, it's okay to ask for a favor, right?
Of course. Just let me know whatever you want.
Well, when you go back and see Herod again, please make a copy of the divine words he tells you and give it to us.
Sure thing. That's a simple task. Once I resolve the troubles in Ephrathah, I'll come back and deliver the letter for you. Thank you for your generosity. I'll never forget it.
Please rest assured, Your Highness. Sarvis is one of the few generals who possesses both wisdom and bravery. He will be safe.
But he's been inside all night. I know it's prudent for us to stay out here, but you've witnessed the enigmatic library yourself, as well as its labyrinth plucked from myths. Will Sarvis return safe and sound this time?
Your Highness, High Priest.
Sarvis, you're back!
Yes, and I bring good tidings. I found the peculiar Emaon I mentioned last time, and they instructed me how to deactivate the God of the Sun.
Excellent. This library truly holds the answers to all questions in the world. High Priest Marari, do you still have a copy of the treaty with the Arsacid Empire?
I can have the scribe immediately draft a new one, Your Highness. What do you mean, Your Highness?
I will sign it. Tell our soldiers that we are no longer at war with Obed. Let's go back. Once we resolve the issue in Ephrathah, we will make our way back home.
May I ask the reason behind your change of heart, Your Highness?
Look at that burning star. If there's anything like divine revelation in the world, it probably looks like that. Wouldn't you agree? No. Japheth is not ready to confront such power. My father has been invincible throughout his life. He forged his great empire in his 30s. I heard that he was frustrated at the thought of spending the remainder of his days governing. However, I think governing is far more challenging than conquering. I'm always worried that if Japheth's armies keep crossing new frontiers, sooner or later, they'll meet an impenetrable presence. Father has never tasted defeat, and neither has Japheth. Father is aged, and Japheth has long grown accustomed to the countless triumphs he has achieved. If one day Japheth fails to sustain its momentum of conquest, if one day how do you think the people of Japheth pride renders one fragile? Now, seeing that newborn star, I think we've reached a towering wall that casts its shadow over. Undoubtedly, there are forces in this world that surpass the limits of human imagination. This library, we are not yet prepared to venture into the realm of gods.
I concur, Your Highness. It is time to head back. Since Emian has guarded his power for so long, let it be. There must be reasons why this tower has stood undisturbed for thousands of years. Until we understand those reasons, we must not disturb the balance. No, we shouldn't even touch it. It'd be best if all of us stayed away from it. While my words may appear disrespectful,
I agree with your decision to retreat, Your Highness. However, if we ignore the blaze of the star and the impending destruction it brings, it is... Now we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that someone, or some being... How extraordinary is it to craft a star? If I had the chance, I would love to see the hands that forged the star. Even if I am unable to witness it.
Time to go. We have no time for sentimentality. Leave the recording of history to poets and scholars. As for us, let us restore the sky with its true sun.
Now this farce can finally come to an end. Once we return to the time sector where we met Sarvis for the second time, we'll learn the divine words to stop a 10. What are you waiting for, Time Machine? Activate your magical time travel ability, all right? There's no point in thinking about that now. This world has seen its fair share of ancient mysteries that have been passed down to the present, only to be used by people with ill intentions. Even if someone is trying to activate a 10, we now know how to deactivate it. That's all that matters.
Besides, Eri, you said you ran into them during your retrieval of R10, right?
Exactly. That's why I was wary of Seer.
All deeds have consequences. All debts must be paid.
That's their motto. How can I give you a brief explanation? To put it simply, here's the perfect example. Do you think something like a 10 should be known to the world? These artifacts possess the power of easily obliterating. You've witnessed the destruction of a Kataton, and the war between countless people were frantically seeking it. Whether it was for immortality, even in this era, where human intelligence supposedly reigns supreme. Will it bring about an energy revolution? Humans of every era believe their intelligence to be superior. The power of the unknown is a sweet poison. That's why we've decided to hide its existence from
to safeguard them from any intrusion or exploitation. That's the philosophy of us Emaon, and the philosophy of CAVE. Emaon is merely the secret society watching over Obed. For example, Florentine and Japheth. Weisha and Xian? Well, we don't have time to delve into all this now. Once we leave here, you'll be formally introduced to the rest of the Alliance as the new director of Emaon.
Speaking of that, we need to mention another group of people. Not everyone shares the same attitude on such matters. There's another group. Well, they're not all a bunch of bad guys, but their philosophy differs from ours. While some people want to stow away unknown power, others want to they see it as something that can propel human civilization forward by hundreds of years. As for how such actions may affect a society, you're really picking up.
With the Library of Babel, however, if they were really to do that, they would If only the future version of you had provided us with more information.
Oh, what? Blaming me again?
No, I have no intention of blaming you. You're smarter and more cautious than anyone else. It wasn't your style to deliver such an ambiguous message.
You're giving me too much credit. Indeed, the journey with you is full of... Well, this trip is definitely not boring. Quit lazing around. Let's get moving. Don't you ever wonder how two groups of the same people can show up at the same time?
I've witnessed too many miracles here, and I realize what's happening here is beyond my comprehension. Nonetheless, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm certain you're the Emaons who once helped us. As promised, I've brought you a copy of the Divine Words. Please allow me to express my gratitude once again for your generosity back then. I understand that you Emaons have your own principles of conduct and you don't want your deeds to be publicized. But I promise you, even if the people of Japheth don't know what they've been saved from, I'll never forget your heroic deed. I'll never forget your noble character and selflessness. If you ever find yourself in trouble in the future, I'll assist you in any way I can. I, Sarvis, swear by my domain, Bellefontaine, the City of Blossoms. I, my family, and my descendants, we will always remember this oath. From now to eternity.
He's a pretty honorable man.
Bellefontaine. So, he is the first leader of Florentine, Sarvis Florentine.
I see. Our initial connection with Florentine was actually because of you. Sometimes I wonder where you've been all these years. You don't even know about the Florentine Bank, which basically controls half of the continent's economy?
Now's not the perfect time to explain everything about Florentine. Harry, show me the parchment that Sarvis just gave you.
What's the rush? Worried about losing it? I've already written it down anyway. Zero. You know what? I'm really grateful that you're the one who's been with me on this journey. And you too, the candid seer, sometimes to the point of being foolish. I'm glad I have you as my partners. That's why my plan went so smoothly. There were moments when I thought you might figure it out, but no. You just stayed at the edge of truth and refused to step forward. But why? Let me guess. Because you don't understand my motives, so you chose to turn a blind eye. How arrogant. Oh, Zero. Empty of everything. Void of emotions. Yet, in the end, you earned everything. See? You really don't understand the feelings of an underdog like me, do you? I am his granddaughter. I am the rightful heir to the library. But that day, he brought you back. And then you took everything away from me.
Are you done? Stop pretending to be a sad clown. That's not who you are. What do you really want?
So that's not the answer you expected. I thought the motive of an underdog and her resentment would be perfect.
Your taste is really going downhill.
I see. That explanation wasn't enough for you. So, how about this? I'm simply tired of it all. MAON, CAVE, and this never-ending library. I've wanted to destroy everything here for a long time. That's why I joined Nemesis. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm a spy for Nemesis. Oh, perfect timing. I'm sorry, but I'm not the type of arch-villain who dies from talking too much. But you two? You're the fools who actually sit there and listen to your enemy's meandering monologues. Zero. You've become dull. Next time, when you feel something is off, just slit your opponent's throat instead of waiting around. Goodbye. No. Farewell. Forever.
全てを終わらせましょう。アンサー。落ちて。全てを見抜いて。頼むよ。あれだらけだね。落ちて大丈夫。まだ。ひらめきました。正確無比。あれだらけだね。頼むよソラリー。
Let's go.
Don't you dare run away. Face me. Oh, Emeons from the future. You truly are from 2,500 years from now. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me!
Tell me, I believe you're aware that I've showered you with the utmost respect from an emperor. I believe you're also aware of the nonsense you just... I've conquered the South, reaching the edge of the world. A great achievement that should be...
Indeed, Your Majesty. You will certainly go down in history as a great emperor, Your Majesty. You may perceive the world as a series of clay slabs, stretching from one... However, the world is a sphere, where the beginning meets the end.
What an absurd statement. It's been quite some time since someone dared to be so audacious, my god. Nevertheless, I shall allow you to continue your discourse, purely for the sake of... However, if your words bore me, it'll be more than just your tongue that I remove. You claim that the world is a sphere. Very well. Prove it to me.
Yes, Your Majesty. As an emperor who has conquered numerous lands, you must be aware that the North Star appears higher in the sky the further north one travels. And conversely, it appears lower when the world is indeed a sphere, and the curvature of the land and the sea occurs beyond the range of our... To humans, Obed may appear immense, but to the entire world, just as ants may consider mounds as mountains and ponds as oceans, when they climb a tree, they perceive it as... I intend no disrespect, but when your army arrived at the Great Desert and believed they had conquered the entire southern...
Why a sphere?
Because a sphere is the most perfect shape in existence. Natural forces strive to minimize the size of objects in all...
I don't quite understand the ramblings of your crazy mind, but I can grasp that you consider the sphere to be the most favored shape.
Indeed, Your Majesty.
If your claims hold true, then regardless of how far I traverse, I shall never surpass its boundaries and merely return to my starting point.
That is correct. It is true, Your Majesty, that the concept of an end does not truly exist upon this sphere, where you currently stand. I implore you to direct your attention there.
The sky.
Precisely, Your Majesty, the sky. Just as the earth beneath our feet is a sphere, so too are the moon and the sun, spheres of varying sizes.
If the stars in the sky are indeed, as you claim, spheres, and the ground beneath our feet is but an inconsequential fragment from one of these spheres, doesn't that mean that all the land I've conquered so far is but a speck of dust in a vast sea of sand?
It may be just a speck of dust, but it's a precious speck of dust, and our homeland. However, it's undeniable that it is, after all, just a speck of dust. Perhaps only by traversing this desert, which contains countless specks of dust, will you Are you frustrated by this revelation, Your Majesty?
It's a capital offense to try to speculate on the mind of an emperor.
Please, forgive my audacity. All I meant to express is that I have found solace in this realization.
Solace, you say?
Yes, I felt a sense of solace knowing that our thoughts, struggles, and everything we hold dear are insignificant compared to the world itself. Every day in this land, people kill or are killed, pillaged or are pillaged for land, food, faith, and dogma. Yet, when I gaze upon the starry sky, all of their deeds fade away. It reminds us that our thoughts and actions can be influenced by our self-centered perspectives, It highlights the limitations of our vision and the shallowness of our ideas. The world does not revolve around us, not even the ground beneath our feet. Consider how an adult perceives a toddler's cries. The toddler cries because they have never seen the real world and are ignorant of real problems. However, with this revelation, you would understand that the difficulties and confusion you currently face are, in the grand scheme, similar to a toddler's cry. Look at the curtain of stars above you. It will make us reevaluate the value of all people to one another and the value of people to the world.
Well, that was quite a speech. You've asked if I'm frustrated, but it seems you're the one who is frustrated.
Indeed, Your Majesty. No matter how much I stretch, I can't reach the stars with my hands.
Come to think of it, it's a good reason you'd give. Such is your greatest insolence. You, a mere mortal, dare to speculate on the thoughts of the King of all kings. Do you think my silence was because of frustration? Ridiculous. How ridiculous. Do you understand what it means to tell the King of all kings that there are countless other worlds like ours? It means there are endless lands waiting to be conquered. Interesting. How interesting. If the barren desert in the south is the so-called end of the world, that would be truly disappointing. This world is so subtle and so vast, but as a scholar, all you do is revere it. This is where I'd say your mind is narrow. I'll conquer them. It's the highest form of homage I, as an emperor, can offer.
I am delighted that you are...
Emeon, I will be the one to conquer the distant stars. Emeons from the future, tell me, did I conquer the distant stars? You truly are my favorite servant, Fahad. Arise, for I one day will leave our footprints